Okay, let's talk about if statement in Python. We use if statements to make decisions in our program. For example, let's declare a variable called user and make it equal to input with the message enter your name. Let's imagine that we are creating a program for giving access to our users. Let's say I want to give access to user with name Carl. So to check the username, we are going to use if statement. We type if user equal Carl. And at the end of each if statement, we have to put colon. And look what happens when I press enter. My cursor is automatically indented. And this represents a block of code. So the code that I write over here will be executed if our statement is true. Otherwise, it's not going to be executed. So let me show you. Print welcome back plus user. Okay, now let's run the program and I'm going to write Carl. And because our if statement is true, we get a message back saying welcome back Carl. Now let's try the same thing, but let's type a different name. So let's type Mark. And because our user is not equal to Carl, our if statement check returns false and Python doesn't run the print statement. Okay, now let's say we want to return a message saying that the user doesn't exist. Similar as when you put the password and it says password is incorrect. To do that, we are going to use else statement. The else statement is simpler than the if statement. Basically, we are telling Python, if our if statement is not true, run the else statement. Let's not forget the colon, and let's print user doesn't exist. And when I run and type Mark, I get user doesn't exist. So this time Python checked if user equals Carl and it received false. Then because we have the else statement, it printed user doesn't exist. Okay, now let's say we want to check multiple users. To do that, we use elif statement. The elif statement can be used as many times as we want, but it must come up after if statement and before else statement. So basically we start with if statement. We can only have one if statement. Then we can use as many elif statements as we want. And at the end we can have only one else statement. So the elif works the same way as the if statement. And I can type user equals Mark. And once again print welcome back plus user. Okay, now let's run the program and see what happens. So I'm going to enter Mark and I get back welcome back Mark. So this time Python checked the first if statement and it was false. Then it checked the elif statement and because it was true, we never reached the else statement. And we got back welcome Mark. So this is how we use if statement to make decisions in our programs. Thank you for your time. In behalf of CGEV, please like and subscribe.